Hi and hello, Let's Play fans. It's your pal Berg 787 back with a brand new episode of the Chaos All Stars, the Berg Subs All Stars, I should say, who are Chaos. We're 2 out of 2 in terms of wins. We beat a Wood Elf team and a High Elf team. We've only got one skill, and that's Sure Hands for one of our Beastmen, Jonesy, but I think we're like one game away from getting like a bunch of people's skills if we get the right rolls and stuff like that. So hopefully this will be the game. Let's see who we play. I was lamenting at the end of the last episode. I'm a bit worried when we play our first sort of proper bash team because we still have no block or anything like that. So, another elf team. High elf. That's quite a big gap as well. He must have had some horrible things happen to him. Yeah, journeyman. Hopefully it's because he's missing someone pretty good. But we'll see. He's having to think about this. He's not going to concede, is he? He's got 110k. Interesting to see what he takes. Pardon me. He's thinking about, should I play this guy? Wandering Apothecary. So he's preemptively fearing that we're going to be full of like, you know, claw mighty blow. But if he looked at the team value, he should be aware that that's not going to be the case. But maybe he's just scarred because obviously he's got a journeyman in his team. Maybe he's just scarred of people who he's going to have missing. We'll keep things as they are. Hopefully we get enough money this next game to get another reroll. I would like to get up to 4 rerolls and then we can start maybe adding an extra player and seeing where we're at. But until then, I do want that 4th reroll. We can always get rid of a reroll at some stage. I usually like to run 4 rerolls. It gives you enough flexibility whilst not adding too much to your team value. But with an early, semi-early Chaos team, before we get, you know, loads of block and stuff like that, we certainly need all the rerolls we can get. Didn't really burn through them too much in the last game. We actually rolled pretty well when it came to attacking. But that's not always going to be the case. Have fun and good luck. The Blazing Celestials. What's this guy's name? Homus Monus. Hominus Monus. Is that some sort of prehistoric man? Maybe, I don't know. Alright, what's he going to do? You're going to put us on defense first. It's not the end of the world. I kind of like not winning the toss because I don't like having to make the choice. I know it sounds really stupid, but I really don't like having to make the choice of whether to go on offense or defense. I kind of think, well, it's not in my hands. I'll take what I got. I'm presuming that ran out because he's still watching the intro. That's usually the case. Which is kind of annoying. I hate these beady eyes. Come on. Alright, so run defense first, right? Figures. I'm going to swap all you guys out. Move you in. Quite like the colour scheme. Has he got 2 catches? He's got 3 catches. Wow, so he's gone for super pace. 3 catches and 2 throwers. No blitzer, is that right? No, and 2 blitzers as well. I was about to say, how many rerolls has he got? He's got 1. I think that was a pretty expensive team off the bat. So 8 movement. Wow, we need to drop deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we certainly need to fall deep. Deep. Probably deeper. We do, but I mean, if the guy's going to base his game on a load of catchers and throwers, you certainly have the idea of how he's going to be playing. I'd be surprised if he did anything else other than try and pick it up, run and throw. Interesting I haven't seen a high elf team built this way though, so I guess there's something new there. Does he have any skills that we should know about? I like the fact he's only got 1 reroll. That's his loner. No, he doesn't seem to have any skills. I think he's just played 1 game, judging by what his points total is. Seems like he's only played 1 game. And again, who got MVP? I guess it could in theory be the guy who got injured. Or possibly died, or whatever the reason why he's missing, because it's not actually showing up that any of his players who are playing the game at the moment got MVP. Could also mean that he quit, but since he bought an Apothecary, he obviously got some winnings and stuff like that, so he's obviously I think he obviously got some money from somewhere. I don't think he started with a profit. Maybe he did with only one reroll. I don't know. I haven't really looked at the team that like, could you build a team like this? But he, as I said, I mean, he could have easily, the person who's missing the game through death or injury could easily have also been the person who got the MVP. So it's not guaranteed that he quit. It's certainly a possibility. Okay, so your standard kind of overload on one side, going to run my guys downfield kind of setup. Is he just using his blitzes as an assist? Seems that way. Down you go, Juice. And throwing a blitz with the loner. I mean, a block with the loner. It's a bad move. You really don't want to do that, because what benefit are you getting out of that? Like, for one, you know, you don't mess. You know, you're not going to want to pay to keep the guy if he does get some skills. Two, and the most important one is if he fails it for whatever reason, he doesn't have block, so you know he could easily fail the dice roll. You've only got a 50-50 chance of actually re-rolling it. So it's not something that you should do. It's the kind of same way why it's always risky to use big guys in general to start off a move unless it's critical, because of that exact reason. Like they can't be relied on for re-rolls. The only time you might want to do it is if you've got no re-rolls anyway and you know, you're just going for hell, but I suppose he's only got one. Let's see what he does. Because with one re-roll, no dodge, I'm kind of almost in the mind to just tag up on him. Go to war. Because all it needs is one failed dodge, and there we go. He's in all kinds of bother. Probably will tag up, to be perfectly honest with you. Okay. Alright, up. 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 Move in. Tag up. Kind of wish actually I'd put you there now, and you there, but alright. We'll tag up some more, I'm not too scared about it, because he's going to have to expend some resources to deal with it. Might run round the back, but I've got a plan for that too. Blitzing him. Not the greatest plan, but you know, kind of works sometimes. Not in this case. But again, I'm okay to tag up. As I said, I don't mind going to war when he's only got one reroll. It's a little bit more aggressive than what I'd want to play normally against people, but we'll see what he does. See if he's as passive as the last guy. Because the problem is with tagging up with Chaos as well. It's like, you're not like Orcs or Dwarfs where you've got a lot more armor value 9. You actually got predominantly an armor value 18 because you've got more Beastmen than you do Chaos Warriors. So you have to be a little bit careful in that regard. Down you go, Juice. Just try not to get crippled. That's the only thing I'd say. Good job. Otto, you beast. Not quite as annoying as what what they call the Bretonians are. Got to use these strength 4 guys wisely. They've got to be in positions of strength where if he's going to try and move you, he's got to either risk a 1 dice block or commit many resources to you. Now in this scenario, it's not too bad committing that many resources to try and take on this Chaos Warrior if he is in fact going to be coming around this way, which I'm presuming is what he's going to do. We've got this area pretty locked up. Now it'd be nice. I'm presuming he's going to dodge out with these guys. He might not. He might leave them there. But if he does dodge out, it'd be really sweet if one of them rolled a 1. Just to get that reroll gone with this early in the half. Right, there you go, popcorn. Little bum. It's annoying that he got stunned because I had a nice little 2 dice block here which would have freed him up to go and blitz him, but that ship has sailed. That ship has sailed. I was trying to say. Oh wow, stuns all across the board. This ain't fun. What are you going to do with these guys? Dodge it. Come on me, laddie. There will be a little gap around there, which I'm not super psyched about. But there's no real way to stop it without committing extra men, without going for it, which I don't really want to do that early in the turn. So I have a lot of other things that I want to do. Now we've also got to be a little bit careful, you know, you can't be stupid. You don't want to give up territory here like a moron. You could just swing back round on us. These 2 guys getting stunned kind of messed up my original plan somewhat. Such as life. We'll try and hit his better guy since we don't have block. It's the same odds for us to hurt him. I won't tag up there though. Now back. That stands you up. Kind of the same reasoning here, since we don't have block, it might as well hit the guy with block. Knock him down, but whatever. Now, what I'm worried about is if he repositioned here, then we're kind of a little bit stuck. Because he could screen us quite well, make it very tough for us to get round. So I might have given him a little bit too much room there. It's always kind of tough getting stuck in these situations where you're not sure whether to stick or twist. It's because whilst I want to stop him from scoring, but he's got enough pace that he doesn't need to get that far down the field with these movement 8 guys. And that's what he's going to do if he puts up a little wall here, yeah. Still get in and around, but the idea is we've got to force him to score. As long as we get the ball by our turn 5, we can do it. It's not going to be easy, but we can do it for sure. But that's the right thing to do. Like I said, I maybe gave him a bit too much space on that side, but probably should have kept it a little bit more fanned out. Sort of gave him this inside route, but yeah, it's tricky either way. You could have kind of done it on this side if he had chosen to anyway, just it would have been a little bit trickier for him anyway, but you can't really cover both ends of the field. I think I'm just going to have to steam into him there and see what happens, because I can't just be giving him a free ride with him walking his men around like that without any dice rolls. For a guy who's got 1 reroll, I've got to fucking put the pressure on. I'm probably playing a little bit too conservatively, too passively. I was going to say, that's all 1 dice blocks at best for you. I'll tag up, that's alright. It's pretty sweet. I mean, I thought he was originally going to come down here and I just would have kind of cornered them off a little bit. But I do need to make him make dice rolls. Okay. Come there. I don't want to expand too many resources on this side, but it's worth it to expand a couple. What else am I actually going to go with here? I don't like having to do this straight away. I should move more players. This could go wrong. I want to burn a reroll on it. So we'll have to live with the outcome. Is he actually in scoring range? He is with a go for it. I'll go for it today. Go for it twice. I do not like that option. Let us move some more men. Alright, let's see if you can get there with a go for it. You can, so if you can get there, can you get here? But you've got that go for it, as long as you don't roll snake eyes, buddy. As long as you don't. It's been known to happen. Alright, cool. So you can't get more than a 1 dice block on me here. I suppose you could maybe move him, but Strength Force was going to commit quite a lot to there. It's not the greatest defense in the world, but it's better than nothing. A little bit annoying, but alright. You can stay. There's 2 dice over here. There's a loner. Let's push back. We'll follow it up. Okay. As I said, it's not the greatest defense in the world, but I kind of want to force him to score. If he's going to score, that is. There's a lot open in the middle if he wants to come back over again, but we'll see. At least if he's in the middle, I can hit him from both sides. Do that, that looked like a great idea. Okay, interesting. But I hope you knocked me down. Well, that could mess you up even more, right? You did knock me down. There's always a decent chance with block. I mean, what was I hoping for? Double skulls. Well, kind of hoping for him to have to use a reroll, to be perfectly honest with you. Hasn't had to just yet. But then again, I've not put enough pressure on him. I've not made him make enough dice rolls. Hopefully this turn, he'll have to make a few. And he'll burn that reroll. I wish I'd engaged with you now, but no, it doesn't matter. Alright, he's not covered up well enough at the moment. I can get a 2 dice blitz with a go for it on him. I think maybe 2 go for it. You're going to foul me? All that for a foul? Seems a little bit cockamamie. I mean, the one thing he's got going for him is that he shouldn't be too hard for him to recover the ball. So, I'll still do it around this side though, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do it even easier around this side, actually. Come on, buddy. Go on. Use a reroll. Burn it. Burn it with the loner. Ow. Well, at least he got knocked out. That's kind of nice. Alright, we must enter full-blown tag-up mode now. There's no two ways about it. No, he didn't burn a reroll. I can't really give him the chance to do anything else. One, two, three, four, five, blitz, six. Very straightforward. Alright, well, this is our first block, so let's go for it. He doesn't have dodge, so that's kind of sweet. So we got a Skaz. Well, I KO'd him. That's pretty nice. But again, he's got enough men here that... Okay, it's not brilliant. It's not the end of the world either. Follow up. That's nice. The good thing is as well is that we've got no one in a position where he can kind of like just punch us onto the ball easily. So certainly got that going for us as well. That's nice. And all of his dodges are a bit horrible as well, because he's dodging into tackle zones. I'm half tempted to run you downfield though, because you never know. If that ball pops loose, life's going to be pretty good. Let's run you downfield. Well, as pop loose, what I mean is if we get that ball, we might actually even have a chance to sneak a score ourselves. You coming there doesn't really make his job too much trickier, so... Which is the other place I was considering putting him. The only place where he can easily get to die... Actually, he can't even easily... No, he can't even here. I think somewhere along the line he's got to throw a one dice block or try and dodge out and reposition. Unless I've misread something. Could come over here, but that's still not... Just see what he does with him. Is he going to tag him up? Could do that. Still got to pick up the ball though. But you never know. I've seen elves do some crazy shit. As long as you roll good, anything's possible. It's poor repositioning. You really should have put him there if you wanted like a one dice block. Because now he's not getting an assist off that guy because he's been cancelled out. Alright, I said somewhere he's going to have to throw a one dice block or do a, or like, you know, dodge out. There's no two ways about it. We've got him quite nicely kind of crunched here. It's pretty good. Where's our sure hands, chappie? Is that you? Good. Is he going to re-roll that? He is. That's a re-roll gone. He's got a one dicer now on him. Which isn't the worst idea in the world when you've got block yet. See where Scaz. Ho 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 ho! Very nice. I'm glad I ran you down there. The question is, how do I get you the ball? Well, I've probably actually got enough turns that I don't even need to get you the ball. There's plenty of other shit for me to do right now. Like stand you up. 1, 2, blitz. Wow, okay. Certainly won't be throwing any more dice rolls. Stay. How far can you get to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? You can get to there. Maybe I could have put you up here so they can't run up and around, but I can free up someone else, although I don't have any more re-rolls. But I'm doing this block here because hopefully it will free up these two, because I'll push him into him, move him out, so hopefully this works. It did. And over there. I think I'm actually alright, you can stay where you're at. Nice. Come now. Don't quit on me. I'll get you up top. We are pretty weak down this end, but that is life. Unfortunately. But again, we've got enough men who are going to be free to be able to blitz anyone off us, so. Ooh, that was really nice. Let's follow that up. And remember, he's got no rerolls, so certainly things are in our favour. We've only got one ourselves, but that one is incredibly valuable when you've got none on the other side. What have we done? We've knocked out 3 of their guys, and they've, what, none of ours. Okay. And the problem is, this is a pretty pacey high elf team compared to some. Because of all of his catches. Well, how many has he still got off? He's got that guy and that one, so he's got 2 still on the field. He's got 2 blitzes and movement 7. You can't get 2 dice on him. You can only get 1 dice. And there's no way that you can get 2 dice. Oh no, no. Yeah, there is actually. No, there isn't. You'd need to cancel him out. There is a way to do it, but I don't think he's realised what to do. You would need to blitz from here, but you'd need to have his assist here, and he'd need to be cancelling this guy out. If you see what I mean. That's still 1 dice, right? Unless I'm mistaken. Alright, down you go, Juice. But again, that's not the end of the world. You're not the ball carrier. We can fairly easily knock you off. And there's a lot of field in front of us. No one in that blue and white colour there. Get down. Okay. Before I forget, let us reposition. Now I've kind of got to throw this blitz straight away because I can't move these guys without knowing if this guy's free or not, so I've got to kind of do this first. Push back will do. Knock down even better. I can follow it up. Alright, Sonny Jim. You just motor on downfield. it's looking pretty snazzy for us. I don't want to do this. I would like some people a bit further downfield as well. Moving up that one. You come here just so you can't get like an assister over this side. If they want to block him, it'll be him who will block. You smite. Some good smiting. And follow it up. And a stun, eh? Oh, doubly good. Move you here. Do I use that last reroll? Probably not. I'll live with it. I might need it. It's still not all in the bag. Although it's looking pretty good. And it'd be really nice if we do turn 8 score, because you'll only get one shot at getting these guys back instead of 2 shots. I think he might have just given up there, judging where he's looking to move this guy. Maybe, I don't know. Good job. Well done, Juice. Not as useless as this bum. You didn't see who it was, to be honest. Jonesy, yeah, you bum. Bumsy, that's what they should call you. Yeah, well, at least you took a second block there. Took 2 blocks to knock you down. Gonna need to see 2 dragons. Now what? We keep steaming downfield. Is he even going to put up a resistance? Hope not. I'm not even really sure if it's worth it. Oh, is he going to foul? Go on, foul me. Foul me. With a thrower. Oh no, it's just a lineman. So as I say, with a catcher no less, that would have been pretty sweet. I think he would have, but then he realised, oh crap, I've got quite a few people down. What if he fouls me back? Alright, let me just see how far can these guys get. So I don't even need all these chaps down there, actually. I can actually bring everyone back for a bit of a fight. Because he can't catch me. So yeah, alright, let's bring our lads back. Now, how to do it though, that's the thing. Because this, at worst, if it's just a well, at worst it's a double skull, but it's going to push this guy into beatable range as well, which is always nice. Stay. A little bit of crowd pushing. View here. I want to give him a scare. I think you're going to foul. Are you going to mess around? Well, we've got all our beastmen here, so feel free. So I'll put a little hoof on you if need be. There you go. Sit down. I think I'll follow that up as well. Blammo. Alright. Maybe I shouldn't have followed up actually, because I probably don't want to throw any blocks. Even though I've got a reroll, it's still a bit too risky. I've seen people without block throw 2 dice blocks more than my fair share of time and fail it with a reroll. So I'll probably just look to score. Is he really like, or is he just misclicking? I don't know. Or is he really sort of weighing up the fouls? I feel like he is, and then he realised that's only 28%. What's the point? Although I certainly would love it if he fouled with his blitzer. Sort of like, alright, you run the risk. I suppose Jonesy is kind of valuable to me. He does have my only skill that isn't horns. Alright, 1 dice splits me. 2 dice I choose. Still 2 dice I choose. Yeah, that's probably your best option. 1 dice. Skull! No, push back. Right. I would like to crowd push. The problem is, I can't think of a way to do it without making a dodge. You pushed you to there. No, that's a lie. If I did that and then pushed you to here. But I'd need another assist, that's the thing. I can still do it, actually. This might be silly, but I'll give it a go. See, this is why I was saying it might be silly. See, what I was going to do is push him out to there. Let's see. Follow it up. Then what I was going to do was, I was equipping, right? Fair enough. Thank God though. Almost thought I was going to fail that. But yeah, then what I was going to do was blitz him, hopefully just push him back, but push him to that square next to the crowd. And because my guy was down, blocking off the other path, I could have pushed him with another hit, which I would have got into the crowd, but didn't need to because we got a guy quit on us. Which is sweet, actually. Quite like that. Yeah, Pablo! Oh, couldn't get 2 guys leveling up. It's a shame. But hey-ho, what can you do? The guy was a quitter. Let's go to team roster. So Pablo, level up. Roll the dice. Okay, it's block. Now you become a lot more valuable. That's basically what I'd say. You become someone who will probably be flowing blitzes. Told you become a star man, Pablo. What else we're going to do? We're going to buy another reroll as well. I want 4. And we're good to go. Value did jump up a bit. But anyway, 3 from 3. Very happy indeed. All elves. All elves. I suppose it's kind of a good thing. Because as I said, a bash team I think would handle us quite... Well, I don't know. It depends on the coach, but I think we'd certainly have a lot more trouble against the bash than what we do against the agility, due to our lack of skills. But anyway, that's something we'll have to face in the future. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see each other next time. Bye-bye.